School spirit, something you see and feel. Nine 1960s cheerleaders participated in the Alumni cheerleading event. It was part of the 2023 Brunswick homecoming festivities. The video summarizes the history of cheerleading and what it meant to these nine 60s cheerleaders as they revisited their past. Cheerleaders are the promoters of their schools and communities. They are a key marketing tool to the athletic programs that they support, and they create the community patriotism we call school spirit. School spirit is something that you can see, but more importantly, feel. Cheerleading's roots are closely tied to American footballs. The first intercollegiate game was played in 1869 between Princeton University and Rutgers University in New Jersey, and by the 1880s, Princeton had formed an all-male pep club. A graduate of Princeton, Thomas Prebles, took the Princeton Cheers to the University of Minnesota, where football and fight songs were becoming very popular. In 1898, the University of Minnesota was on a losing streak, and a medical student named Johnny Campbell assembled a group to energize the team and the crowd. Johnny picked up a megaphone and rallied the team to victory with the first organized cheer. Rah, 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 ski-u-ma, hoorah, hoorah, varsity, varsity, Minnesota. It was very likely the chants weren't always done in unison, and often they even had competing groups trying to start their own chants. It was on a day like that a University of Minnesota student, Johnny Campbell, got up from the seats and took the field in order to lead the student body in unison to a chant, rah, 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 ski-u-ma, hoorah, hoorah, varsity, 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 Minnesota. He jumped over the fence, and cheerleading as we know it was born. Cheerleading started in the 1880s. It was called a pep club and was just for males. Pep clubs became very popular in the University of Minnesota. In the 1890s, they started using megaphones to yell chants like rah rah, ski-u-ma, hoorah, varsity. Cheerleading grew from there. It wasn't until 1923 that women were allowed to cheer for the first time at the University of Minnesota. During this decade, cheerleaders added tumbling and aerobatics to their routines, and a University of Oregon cheerleader used flashcards for the first time. Although women were joining teams in the 20s, it wasn't until the 40s that they joined in large numbers, since so many college-age men went off to fight in World War II. Females couldn't join university cheer clubs in large numbers until the 1940s, because at that time, many men were going off to fight in the war. In 1948, a man named Loris Herkimer held the first summer cheer clinic, and there he developed a cheer jump he called the Herky. He also created pom-poms and the spirit stick. Spirit sticks are a traditional Native American craft. They have been used to evoke healing and protection. A 1965 article in the Medina County Gazette described the beginnings of new era football at Brunswick High School. In 1946, an 11-man team was assembled for the first season of football at Brunswick. In the article, Harold Scrivens is given credit for forming the team. However, the 1946 Brunswick High School yearbook describes that modern era football started in Brunswick in 1946-47 school year under the direction of Coach R.E. Stumpf. The 1947-48 yearbook dedicated a page to Coach R.E. Stumpf. They said, "For his kind and patient understanding and for his careful guidance during our last years, we the seniors of 1948 wish to thank Mr. R.E. Stumpf Jr. Though basketball and football kept him quite busy, he always had time for our class and any events which took place at our school. Mr. Stumpf came to our community school just 2 years ago. In this short time, he developed Brunswick's first football team, in addition to coaching other sports and advising several classes. Few other teachers could have successfully accomplished so much. To Mr. Stumpf, we dedicate this page of honor." This is an image of the 1946 Brunswick High School football team. In the yearbook, they dedicated a page describing the season. At the end of the page, they said, "Congratulations, boys. You have brought a new sport to our community in such fashion as to make us all proud of you. We are looking forward with eager to the season of 1947. In the yearbook, they described the 1947 football season as very successful. In the number of wins, it looks bad, but the boys of Brunswick have shown other teams up as far as spirit and durability is concerned. We have made a real name for our school with football. This year, we named the team the Blue Devils. We really stood out in most of our games. Here is our 47 football team." Brunswick High School started a football program during the 1946 and 47 school years. At the same time, the Brunswick High School Cheerleaders were winning all county championship awards. Here is a picture of Norma Jean Fuller, Dolores Babcock, Clarabelle Foreman, senior high school cheerleaders. In the fall, Brunswick High School held a cheerleading contest in which these three girls competed. After taking a vote of the whole high school, they were chosen. It is very thrilling to watch them cheer, and they have improved so much since that first day. We feel that they are among the best in the county. Norma Jean received honorable mention in the cheerleading contest at Medina, February 21st, 1947. It was apparent in what they wrote that Brunswick High School took pride in their award-winning cheerleading program. The junior high cheerleaders of 1946-47 consist of a group of three girls. They are Lois Jean Chitsey, Shirley Sue Capatasto, and Fern Ecott. Although the year they have cheered with their team, who has won most of their games, these three young girls have made a success out of their cheerleading year, and pretty soon we hope to see another trophy in the trophy case. Bring it home, girls. By the 1960s, Cheerleading could be found in almost every school. Cheerleaders are the promoters of the school. Here are two 1965 cheerleaders, Patty Essen and Karen Lindsay, offering a halftime beverage to one of the enemy cheerleaders. Calling all Brunswick High School alumni cheerleaders to the homecoming game on October 13th, 2023 at the Brunswick High School field. We will honor all Brunswick High School alumni cheerleaders during the third quarter of the football game. The Old School Museum heard about the alumni cheerleading event. The Old School Museum enlisted the services of the Old Blue Devil to gather the Brunswick High School 60s cheerleaders. The Old Devil called, the Blue Devil's spirit was ignited, and they came, cheered, and the team fought hard. 9 1960s cheerleaders were assembled. They represented the special forces of alumni cheerleaders. 5 had 4 stripes on their arms. 3 were previous homecoming queens, and all 9 were full of the Blue Devil spirit. Jeanette Ruff, Brunswick High School, 1963. Doreen Archer, Brunswick High School, 1964. Jackie Fuller, Brunswick High School, 1964. Lori Gillette, Brunswick High School, 1964. Patty Essen, Brunswick High School, 1965. Karen Lindsay, Brunswick High School, 1965. Kay Mapes, Brunswick High School, 1966. Gail Horseman, Brunswick High School, 1969. Deanne Kutz, Brunswick High School, 1970. The Old Devil, Brunswick High School, 1965. The day began at 1 p.m. There was a top secret meeting held with the 60s cheerleading squad at Applebee's in Brunswick. The restaurant was sworn to secrecy. The planning began. Important questions were answered. Where is the stadium? Do we get preferred parking? How do we get into the stadium? Do we have reserved seating? Are there too many steps to climb? Are we close to the field? Can we get on the field easily? The two most important questions were answered. Does anybody remember any cheers? Do senior citizens get free admission to the game? The field generals were appointed. They smiled. They knew the squad was ready. About 1 hour before game time, The old devil ordered, "Assemble your gear and prepare for battle." The squad began to prepare. There was stretching, planning, and praying. The old devil knew the battle would be fierce, so he brought extra troops out onto the field. By the fierce look in their eyes, the old devil knew the reserve squad would do the job. There were reinforcements in the stands. They were eager. Occasionally, they would burst out of the stands and sprint down the track. They confused the enemy with noise, and it worked. The battle began, and the 60s squad responded. The team heard the cheers and fought tough.
We